Doing very well today, Frisco. How are you doing? Absolutely. It's twice in one day for me. It is twice in one day for me, and I'm here for it. See, I was watching earlier, and Box does a very good job of trying to use his speed to his advantage, but as I saw from before, with Bowser having that really hard shell, being able to armor through a lot of things, you never know when he's just going to be able to pop in and just, like, kill him off of some stray hit, you know? You always have to be very careful. Absolutely. He is. He really, really is. And no, he's really enjoying using those down airs to get to the ground, but Bowser's able to call him out by spacing those up tilts, and it's really punishing him on it. Yeah. Absolutely. I think he's feeling a lot more comfortable in his shield and returning to ledge because Box is not using too much of Sonic's mobility to keep him off the stage. He's not edge guarding him too much, and that rage is going to hurt so bad. Oh no. I know. Look, as a little Mac main, I don't get to pineapple myself. I just die anyway. Yeah, we are down 3 stocks. So it is 6-9, right? 3v3, 4v4, so 9-12. Absolutely. I can. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think what happened was Box was doing very good early on, but I think the problem came in when Bowser started to adapt to his playstyle. He was able to space out his down airs with those up tilts, and then once he got rage and was able to start taking, you know, early stocks and heavy hits, I think Box just got a little bit too scared to go in on him, which kind of put him on the back foot. So Bowser was not only more prepared to fight him up close, but then Sonic was also, Sonic was also not really utilizing his speed to try and take him out.
Yeah. Now, can you guys hear me out in the... in Twitch land. I don't know how else to approach it. I should probably check all my Discord settings too. Like, do I sound clear to you right now, Mesi?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. They can hear me. I don't know what is going on. Like, I went through... It doesn't make any sense. This makes 0 sense. But I had, like, a driver install a couple weeks ago on my GPU, and for some reason, everything stopped working. When I say everything, I mean everything. Not just, like, graphic-based stuff, but, like, all of my settings on, like, everything are like, all messed up. I had to buy a new monitor because for some reason my computer just wouldn't accept 2 monitors at the same time for that very specific monitor combination. It was so weird. I still don't get it. And so I had to buy a new monitor. And all my other settings are like all over the place. I don't understand how OBS got riled into this too. It's probably not that at all. It's just so funny that it all happened at once.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy. Fancy. Haha, my brain tried. My tired brain was sitting there like, wait, I only hear one person. It's not the person I see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But thank you for pointing it out, Fancy. But now we have got FD, Dark Pit, with Applesauce versus, again, Bowser. And I think this matchup is, you know... I actually don't know how I quite feel about this matchup, because Dark Pit is just like a very overall, like, all-around balanced character, whereas Bowser just really relies on his weight and power. And we'll see if, like, a lot of these multi-hits follow through.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be one of the biggest hurdles, is the fact that Dark Pit, he can't really rely on his multi-hits through Tough Guy, and so he's really going to have to try and keep Bowser, you know, off the ledge as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly. It's like and really, especially with Arrow off ledge, Arrow can do a really good job getting Bowser on the back foot, especially trying to return. And we're already seeing that with the punish on for catching the landing right there. Side back off stage. Right up top, though.
Yeah, that uppy out of shield is so helpful. And he's getting good mileage out of it, too. See, I think that's one of those situations where Applesauce would have gone good to try forward airing or neutral airing off at the ledge to keep Bowser, because he does jump pretty early.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Really trying to play it safe, but the kill off the top is going to even out stocks right now. 66% on Bowser. 77%. A lot of these dash attacks are doing so much work around Applesauce.
I know.
Kind of funny to see, because I feel like Bowser has like semi-decent tools. They're not like amazing, but you know, like a well-timed down air should be able to get 2 dash attack. Oh, they were trying to arrow.
Oh, and it does snuff him out.
Yeah, that's why you got to hold on to your jumps as long as possible in this game. Really, if you waste your jump, especially with the character,
it's going to be a bad time, yes.
That's another thing. Dark Pit has so many jumps. Does Dark Pit have 3 jumps? I think he has 3.
I thought it was 4, but I don't fight enough Dark Pits to know.
It could be 4. Hey, Box, how's it going? It's been a while. Where's the Box merch? Did you ever get that?
The Box merch, man. that Koopa Claw is really coming in clutch for Bowser here.
Oh, landing right into that up B though. Oh no, even percents. Oh, this is not looking good.
No. It looks like Bowser's got her figured out.
No!
Uh-oh. 103%. Can she take this stock from Bowser before he gets back? And the footstool?
Oh, side B, that's gonna get punished. Oh no!
Oh no, the Koopa Claw coming in.
Wow.
You have to be really careful about those command grabs.
Yeah, really. And that's going to put Post down to 6 stocks. And Gateway Tech down to 10. Now, I didn't even know that was called Koopa Claw, to be completely honest. I always just call it Side B. Is it really called Koopa Claw? Oh, man.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, it's a good name for the attack.
It is. It really is.
Now, I always borrow this terminology. It was from I forget which college it was, but a couple years ago, there was a coach from a college that we were playing against in person, and they always called it the Bowser tax, where if you're at even percents with Bowser, you're pretty much losing.
Absolutely.
If you're fighting a Bowser, because Bowser is the heaviest character in the game. You need to put that much more percent in order to get a consistent kill solidified on him. He just lives for that much longer. He, has all the rage potential in the world. And so if you don't pay the Bowser tax, then you're gonna pay the Bowser tax at some point.
Yeah, it's once you start racking up percents with Bowser, it also becomes that, like, the more damage he takes, the stronger he gets, the earlier he's gonna kill you. So it just kind of like it's both sides of the same coin. Bowser's not only getting stronger, but he's gonna live longer. Just makes it so much harder. You got to really try to take him out early.
Indeed. Now, with the ECAC stage list, we do have Battlefield, Town and City, Pokemon Stadium 2, Smashville, Small Battlefield, Kalos, Pokemon League, Final Destination, and Hollow Bastion. Now, I believe Eevee is going to be bringing in Mii Swordfighter. I'm pretty sure Eevee has completely, well, I won't say completely, but I'm pretty sure Eevee is opting for Mii Swordfighter over Inkling in many of these scenarios now. Which, to be honest, in this matchup, I don't know, I'd probably say Inkling would be better against Bowser. You disagree with me though?
No, I see. I think that you probably have something there because of the low profiling of Inkling will probably go under a lot of Koopa Claws, and I think that she does really well with Inkling. But I have seen her picking up a lot of practice on Mii Swordfighter. In fact, I was in a lobby with her practicing about a week ago, and she was picking it up pretty quickly. I was quite impressed.
Well, it's like Mii Swordfighter does, like, Mii Swordfighter is, like, to be honest, is probably considered one of the weaker characters in this game. But Mii Swordfighter does have a lot of benefits with that. A lot of people just aren't really aware, just due to the presence of the character. But depending on the moves that you pick, Mii Swordfighter has so many follow-ups off of a lot of the projectile attacks, like Tornado, like the Gale Tornado, and the little Shurikens.
Yep.
You see some of these videos of like what kind of confirms they can get off of slow Shuriken or the Tornado, because it's like, what is it? It's tornadoed into fair and up air is like a kill move, so you can get a lot of confirms off of that. But that's the problem is, the mobility behind the character, and can you fish for that effectively with your lack of mobility?
Yeah, absolutely. And also another interesting fun little thing is that, like, until you have used all of your special moves, you kind of keep them wondering which ones you took, Like, it may not be a huge advantage, but when you go up against a Bowser, you know all of his moves. But when you go up against a Mii Swordfighter, Gunner, Brawler, you don't know exactly what they're going to be running with.
Yeah, and it can be very strange. Like, some of these movesets that they can have, like, the one side B that Mii Swordfighter has, that, like, they spin in a circle across the stage. For some reason, that move, whenever that move is used against me, it always irritates me. I don't know why. That shouldn't like irritate me at all. But I always am like, do they have that? Do they have that? Is it coming out?
I think the reason it's so frustrating is because it starts as really slow moving, and then it gets really fast moving, and then, like, if you shield it, they knock themselves back far enough to be safe again, and it's like, you can't punish it, Yeah. It's so frustrating.
And it's like you can use all these items, use all these moves as either recovery options or, that little stall at the start is definitely like, even though it's a telegraph for the move, I don't know what it is about it. It just, it's a
You just
telegraph,
expect
but
it to be slower. Yeah, you expect it to be slower, and then it just comes flying at you, and you don't know what to do.
Now with Mii Swordfighter, let's assume it's Mii Swordfighter, I would probably say you want to keep probably a dual plat option open, because I feel like you can kind of shark for a lot of these projectiles from on top of platform, because if you have tornado falls off the platform, you give you coverage. That kind of integration of verticality can be very important in this kind of stuff. But I also feel as though, don't go for a tri-plat, don't go for Battlefield. Bowser's just gonna kill you. Like, it's just one of those things where the Koopa Claw can really kill early off of that top platform or off of the Smashville middle platform. So if you can, probably opt for a dual platform situation. Small Battlefield, Pokemon Stadium 2, and if you really need to, I guess do Final Destination lack of platform. I mean,
I was thinking you're probably right with the dual platforms, but I would also strongly consider either Hollow Bastion or Smashville for the big middle platform, because we've noticed that this Bowser likes to use a lot of down airs and Bowser bombs. So something to have a little bit of aerial protection, as long as you don't get command grabbed. It's really just, are you more afraid of him landing on you, or are you more afraid of him body slamming you?
That is true. That is true. It gives you that platform does give you an area to kind of really find shelter below if you want to utilize like that. And if you do find that, then your up air as Mii Swordfighter can definitely be a kill option from there. Because again, in this game, platforms are sticky. So if you land on a platform, you have a certain amount of landing lag. It's a little hard to get off the platform. Those are definitely killing options. But here we go into
tri-plats.
Into tri-plats. Ooh, I don't know about this move for Eevee. I don't know about this, but I mean, again, if Bowser does land on that top platform, it is an opportunity for Mii Swordfighter to kill off the top.
Yep.
For Bowser to go off the top.
She just has to make sure that she doesn't let him land on her, and she has to try to use that sword to poke him as much as possible from below.
Now, we have one more stock to remove, right?
I believe so.
Because I thought, were 2 stocks taken, or am I mistaken?
I thought there was 2 stocks taken.
Probably something happening with the... I assume they're going to restart this match, because it's already...
Almost a minute in.
Yeah.
Whoa! Bowser Bomb.
Okay. I think we're going into it.
Maybe? Nope. Bowser Bomb right off. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we had a mistake in which stage?
Yeah, maybe. Quite possibly. Also, another thing I should probably check for next time. I have no idea if my levels are okay. I mean, do I sound okay to you right now? You can clearly hear me?
Yep, I can hear you just fine.
All right, I gotta listen.
Unless you're talking to chat.
No, I mean either one, either or. If I'm really quiet, then it's a chat, and I'll definitely turn it up. But I assume it's a stage pick problem, though. Oh, cool. Thank you so much, Fox. I mean, maybe Eevee does want to go to tri-plats, because there is another aspect to this where, it's also player preference. Oh, you are a bit quiet though. All right, I'll turn it up to here.
You are absolutely right. As it's funny because it surprises people how frequently I am not a Final Destination lover as a Little Mac main. I do use it, but it's not my favorite stage. I much prefer tri-plats or Small Battlefield.
It's funny that you enjoy. I find it so funny that you enjoy tri-plats. Though I have seen, especially players like Peanut, really make use of tri-plats against characters that are I always think about that one match Peanut had with who's the Peach player that is the de facto Peach player, Mutace. It was against Mutace, and he kept bringing Mutace to Battlefield, and it was so funny to me watching him like go in and out, like just kind of scurrying between all 3 of the triplats and like short hopping to like, you know, fake out a jump to the platform and then doing a full hop. Well, actually, does Max full hop reach platforms?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Because that's the thing. I didn't know if Mac needed to expend his double jump to actually get on a platform on Battlefield.
I don't think so, but it also definitely depends. Like, I personally really absolutely hate PS2 as Mac because the platforms are just a little bit higher, which makes it so that way they're a little bit harder to reach through. So I love how different, like how much lower the Battlefield and small Battlefield platforms are. It gives me so much ability to like surprise people.
It's if you know how to like navigate his movement on those platforms, well then geez, then go for it. In my head, I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that as Mac. It's like, you know, the crutch is always the flat stages. But here we go, going to FD, which
okay. So...
oh, go on.
Nope, please.
I think this is a good pick, personally. And I know we talked about this a minute ago, but I do think being able to dictate the gale in the way. I guess this is not the stage. I think FD, if the stage pick is FD, is a good pick. Because at the very least, Gale can act as a barrier to entry of getting into Mii Swordfighter. But, you know, there's always run-up shield. Run-up shield is so strong in this game. But we'll see. Maybe it isn't FD at all. It's probably not FD. It's probably a dual plat. If both of those stages were wrong, it's got to be a dual plat.
I believe the first one was a moveset. They were trying to ask for her moveset.
Oh, okay, I see. Yep, I see Denny's message now. Oh, it's small battlefield. All right, yeah, we are going to small battlefield.
We got 3 stages of Battlefield right there.
We got all of them. No, we need a big battlefield.
Oh, true. Well, all legal forms of Battlefield.
Hey, I am calling for the legalization of big battlefield. Come on.
1, go!
In my head, I'm like, oh, sometimes I'd rather have big battlefield than PS2. At this point, I'm just like, just go away with PS2. I'm fine. I'm joking. I'm like half joking.
You know who would have loved PS2 is Kenny. I mean, Big Battlefield.
Yes, Kenny would. Oh my God, it's Kenny on Big Battlefield. That's not fair. Hey, Bubblehead, how's it going? Good to see you.
A lot of these.
Ooh, counter.
Yeah. See, the platforms are going to be helpful for that too. Avoiding falling straight onto that. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
She wasn't able to do the reverse up B and reach to ledge. She was facing the wrong way, and when you're facing that way, like drift is going to be such a big problem. Oh, why didn't the counter come out? Did you say the same thing? Why didn't the counter come out?
No, I said, oof, the counter was just a little early. The Mii Swordfighter's counter is a lot, it happens, like, in a lot faster than a lot of other counters. Like, it comes in and then goes away.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, actually. That's interesting. That sounds like an awful counter, then.
There it is!
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
It hits very hard, though.
I see what you're saying now. But yeah, that's going to put Post down to 5 stocks. And we got Gateway Tech finally down to 9.
Being able to finally take that Bowser off the board has to be putting Eevee in a little bit more of a comfortable position too. Just feeling like a little bit of relief to say, okay, the one running the show is out. Catch a breath of fresh air.
Definitely, but now is also the potential to get counter picked, and I feel like Mii Swordfighter as a character has a lot of potential to get pretty counterpicked hard. Any character with the sort of high mobility probably is going to be a little difficult for Mii Swordfighter. Oh, indeed. Eevee has been improved quite a bit. Like, over all these years, yeah, definitely Coyote. Now, back to the stage list for ECAC. Clearly no bias yet. For the ECAC stage list, again, we got Battlefield, Town and City, Pokemon Stadium 2, Smashville, Small Battlefield, Kalos Pokemon League, Final Destination, and Hollow Bastion. How are you feeling about how bands should go for Eevee at this point, going into a blind character?
Going into a blind character, I have to tell you, I wouldn't know. I would just ban the stages that I'm least comfortable on until I know what I'm up against.
Yeah, I think that is definitely agreeable on a lot of things. It's like you can either take it for what your character theoretically is the least comfortable on, or what you as a player are the least and most comfortable on, which I think is the safer bet on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. By the way, Frisco, I just got a message from the boss man. You need to change the logo of the away team.
Yeah, I didn't get that from him. I actually messaged him to give me the logo, and I don't have one.
Oh no.
So, Denny, you gotta send me the logo. Oh, he did. He did send me the logo. I missed it. I don't know how I missed it. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Well, I'll do that quick.
Yeah, for me, I find that keeping uncomfortable stages works a lot better for me than trying to counterpick based on stage. But that's just like a personal preference, I think. Like, if I can avoid it, Town and City, Smashville, Kalos, I'm avoiding those every time.
Sorry, now I'm fixing this thing. You're seeing, you guys are seeing this all in real time now. Look at me alter the images. Look at me. Did stream die? Restart.
I see it.
Yeah, that's Denny's asking me if stream died. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, yes. We're okay. These are the right stock numbers. Okay. Sorry. With all that, now I had to make sure that all the stock numbers were correct. I wasn't sure if I changed them before or not. No, I never changed it after that match, so these are the correct stock numbers. I'm pretty certain. I mean, it would make sense. Eevee has 2 stocks, and that would be how the 5 evens out. And
yep.
Gateway would have a multiple of 3. So I think this is correct. So, but right now we do have Mythra really putting on the pressure onto Eevee. Oh, are we gonna get the follow-up to up air? Not quite. Raw F smash. Side B gonna poke right off the side. Just some. It's very interesting. There's a lot of these F tilts coming out from Mythra, but no follow-ups to them because you can.
It is fair.
Go on.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, you can definitely tell she really likes them.
Ooh, low going right underneath the Gale. Oh, and then going over side B.
Getting caught with that Prominence Revolt. Ouch.
I hate Prominence Revolt. Get out of here with that. Ooh, up smash. Gonna get some quick damage on there on Eevee. And Eevee down to 1 stock right now. Can Eevee get another stock on the board before the end? Photon Edge is going to come out and deal a bit more damage.
There's a lot of shield play going on in this game.
They're definitely right now. It's a lot of side B whiff punishing right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, last hit of Nair is going to poke him off. Oh!
That very good Nair.
I legitimately thought for a second that side B was a little too low under ledge for a ledge grab, and I was like, wow. But no, I was mistaken. Well, side B, gonna get another whip punish going.
Oh.
Down air for the pop-up. %104% on Pyra. Eevee's got 92%. Can Eevee...
Oh, and the tornado, can she... Oh no, the Prominence Revolt again on the very tip of the explosion.
Oh no. Prominence Revolt is so annoying.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
Yeah, it's such a strong move in how... There's just so much kill power to it. I don't get... I guess I get why. It's Pyra. That's her entire gimmick, where she just has that much, you know, potential in her swings. Eagles down to their last 3 stocks. It's such a weird stall and fall where, you know, that initial up hit and then that sudden down hit is just really, for me personally, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Get that out of here.
It's kind of like the same thing that we were discussing with the Mii Swordfighter's side B, where like the timing just gets kind of like mixed up. It starts really fast, then goes slow, then is fast again. Yeah.
How do you feel about like stall and falls in general in this game? I know this is technically not really a stall and fall, but it's kind of in the same vein. Like, how do you feel about like any sort of like, you know, Bowser's down air and Bowser's down B and things like that? There's a lot of stall and falls in this game. Like Banjo has a stall and fall.
I mean, technically Incineroar's up special counts, right?
I think it's in the same. I'm kind of grouping Prominence Revolt into a stall and fall when it's technically not really, but it has like the same effect. And I guess Incineroar's up B is kind of one as well, where it's like it's a landing mix up with a hitbox.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people get really annoyed with stall and falls. Like some people would be like, well, there shouldn't be any stall and falls in the game. Like they're just they don't find them, you know, either interesting or they don't find them to be like fun to fight against. I think they're fine. I think people.
I think people complain a little too much about a lot of things.
Yeah, they do.
Myself included.
Did you say myself included?
Oh yeah. Look, I live the Little Mac life. Everything is suffering.
Everything is suffering. I like that. What is life without a little bit of suffering? But we do have Post down to their last 3 stocks for this round. Again, these crew battles are a best of 3. So Post will still have the opportunity to come back from this. But, you know, there has been a lot of pains in the current lineup, I would say. You know, considering Gateway is at 8 stocks right now, and Post is just down to the last 3, there is a big deficit that needs to be rectified.
Yes, and SHDW is bringing out the mirror match to try and make that deficit.
Now, I think Shadow has this. Just based off of what I was seeing from, I guess, Grek or the Gateway Tech player, I think this Ditto is going to go in Shadow's favor pretty hard.
Oh!
And there's the actual follow-up with the jab. Oh, but not letting go of it soon enough. Blazing in. Box says we're going to make the comeback of the century. 100%. Box know what this is about. 88% on Gateway Tech's Mythra already. 113. Shadow is really playing the long game right now.
He's definitely spacing out as much as he possibly can, and you know what? I respect it.
Yeah.
And then the Prominence Revolt. There it is again. We just had this conversation.
Yeah, right now it's just a matter of patience. It really is. You can definitely tell that Shadow just really wants to like wait out a lot of these attacks and get the whip punishes going as well with side B and things like that. Ooh, we did the down smash. I likey.
Oh! He caught him right at the very tip of that lightning buster.
Weirdest gimp ever. Weird drag down hitbox is gonna really send them right down, I guess. I've never seen it just get that one little hit for the drag down.
But could this be the comeback that Post needs with Shadow?
Hey, just need a 3-stock at this point, and then it's evened out.
Yeah, exactly.
Does Shadow have the 3-stock in them?
Well, he's got to be feeling pretty comfortable. I think he took a total of about 35% in that whole last match. So, you know, I would be feeling pretty good in that moment. Yeah,
I would be too. I would be feeling really good. Hey, I feel really good right now. I feel really good about this entire thing right now. I'm feeling it. And I think there's another benefit to playing a character like Pyra Mythra is that Pyra Mythra is very, very hard to counterpick. There is not a ton of characters that, well, one, have like great answers to a character like that. I'm trying to think of like characters that, I guess the characters that are going to hard counter Pyra and Mythra are going to be like Pikachu, Pichu, like things like smaller characters with big edge guarding capabilities, things of that sort.
I think if I remember correctly, Cloud is actually a pretty good matchup into Pyra Mythra, isn't he?
I'd have to think about that one. Because in some ways, they're very similar characters where, you know, Cloud is probably like the balance between the two of them. Where, you know, these are sword characters with high mobility that have, you know, kind of lackluster recoveries in many ways. But, I mean, I guess Cloud has like a really strong capability of 2-framing, which I will say, you know, Mythra isn't really going to have at those low percent situations. But Pyra, oh my god, Pyra has the same capability as Cloud, if not more, with things like down air. It's probably a really even matchup if I was to imagine. But I could be wrong. I'm not the most familiar with that one. But hey, we're getting Piranha Plant.
I'm here for it. I'm a fan of the plant.
Plant gang. Let's go. I will say that this is actually one matchup, though, where if Shadow isn't careful, Patui can do so much damage. Especially if you're kind of going for swings, like, really quickly with fair and whatnot. Patui can be really annoying.
Absolutely, and again, you know, Plant is kind of like, I don't want to say he's just like Bowser, because he's not, but he is like Bowser in that he can kill you pretty early in very surprising ways.
Yeah, it's all Patui. Patui's just surprising. Except, well, also down B, you know, the smoke cloud is so strange.
That right there, but catching that forward smash is gonna. Look, Shadow is coming out to make the return. He's not ready to give up on his team yet.
Yeah, I think the 3-stock is a very likely outcome right here. I will say this is looking really good for Shadow right now.
He's playing it very patient, but not scared, which I think is important.
Yeah, I wonder. I guess Mythra's hand just touched the Patui from the jab. That was interesting. I thought Mythra had just outspaced it.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Was the jump burned? Okay, it doesn't matter. Side B's gonna cover the approach.
But it is gonna put him at 94%. That's a lot.
Oh, Blazing End's gonna do really well to get.
Oh.
Not quite enough to kill off the top.
I wasn't sure the plant was gonna make it back.
Yeah, there was a really low recovery.
Uh-oh.
jump way too soon.
Oh no, into the down smash.
Yeah,
That
that's
was a really good ledge coverage.
it was. But that's also what happens when you burn your jump way too soon. You have committed to that arc, and now you either need to drift back to ledge or you land where you intended to, and it's very difficult to fix
That was an excellent read.
Very much so. One stock differential right now. Can Shadow make it up? Oh, nice B reverse. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, fair.
Foresight.
Foresight. There we go. Oh, that side B. Oh, not able to punish the side B. Oh, that's gonna get punished. Oh, the cross up. Ooh.
The luck is on Shadow's side right now.
Neither of these players want to commit. They're like, no, I'm not taking the percent right now. They're like taking it so slowly.
Great parry into the Prominence Revolt, but can he get something off of it? Into the Blazing End.
And the jump was used. Jump was used. Jump was used.
Yeah. Oh. He got a little scared of that down special.
Yeah, that's one thing I will notice is that I think post players in general are a little too afraid to like really pay attention to that second jump that when their opponent uses it, and really commit to like either a 2-frame or giving them some sort of like resistance off stage. If that happened a bit more, I think post would be taking more stocks in general.
That was pretty close. Uh-oh, Blazing End?
Pop
160%?
Max rage though on Plant.
Yeah. Oh no, another Blazing End. 175. It's getting stale though.
Yeah, that's gonna be the problem there, because I don't even know if another Blazing End is gonna do the job at this point.
Prominence Revolt. Just looking for that kill. No. 189 into the Edge Smash. That'll do it.
Good coverage, good read, good coverage. I love it, I love it. And that is a big lead gone.
Yeah, that is 5 stocks, having lost only 1. You know, like, it's 3-2, but, I mean, with the way Shadow's playing right now, this comeback is very, very possible. Very real.
It is. Now, let's just hope that, you know, the counter pick is... Well, that was their opportunity to counter pick right there, and they sent out Plant. So, if there was another character to more appropriately counter pick Pyra Mythra, you'd think they would have used it, right? So, we will see.
I think that could be the option, but they could have been saving it as an anchor, seeing if Plant could at least chip away a couple of stocks.
True. Very true. That is very true. But I will say, so far from the other team, we've seen Bowser, we've seen Plant,
and Pyra Mythra.
Pyra Mythra. So Aegis. So that leaves 1 character left. I like writing this stuff down so I can remember. Now, when it comes to stage picks, I don't really think, you know, Shadow has a whole lot to really think about right now. Pyra Mythra can work on whatever stage you really want. I don't think they really have a bad stage. If there were stages with actual slants, then I could see that, you know, maybe. Yeah. But that box says my predictions were true. Oh, Kirby.
I could see this going very poorly for Pyra Mythra if they get inhaled at the worst time.
Yes. I also think low profiles could be a thing against Mythra, maybe. I don't really see it being an issue against Pyra, because Pyra has a Blazing End. I don't know. I'm curious. And we are on a stage that I think is very Kirby focused right now. Like, this stage has so much potential for Kirby combos. We're kind of seeing that right now. 34% on Pyra right now. And we're seeing the dashbacks Not able to get the punish on that dash attack, though.
It is rather interesting that Shadow has opted to start on the Pyra rather than have the Prominence Revolt to get a good bit of damage. And the up air. Oh my goodness.
It might be something that Shadow understands about this matchup that, you know, I'm not really privy to either. Because it might literally just be because Kirby is so light that Shadow is really kind of embracing the idea of like early kills.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with that approach. I think Mythra is probably still very...
And that up air is going to even up the stocks.
Nice. 78% deficit, though. If you if you can keep the distance here, Kirby does have some difficulty killing in certain situations. So, you know, playing the stay away game in Kirby might be good at this point.
That could have been a very bad punish for Mythra.
Oh, not able to get the low profile. Not able to get the grab.
My goodness.
That was such a weird pancake. Go on, sorry.
No, I was just saying, and that back air is going to put Kirby in the lead. And he's going for the combo.
Oh, no!
The classic.
The Kirby classic. Not able to get the punish out of shield. He might have been able to up B. I don't think that down air is like the most safe thing ever.
Ooh, I don't think that he was trying to go for that Flame Nova.
Reverse on the Flame Nova.
Once more, we're seeing him really start like playing on the back foot. He's trying to stay away from Kirby and just kind of poke a little here and there. But he's also throwing out a lot of big moves in hopes to just like take a stray kill, it looks like.
Like that, not able to get the follow-up. Yeah. That invincibility was just lasted long enough.
Oh.
Grab and the down throw.
Oh my goodness, 80% deficit, but one stock for both.
Oh no, that is
95.
The bird is up way too soon. Oh my god, come on. Good grab, back throw. Good parry, not able to get the punish. Come on, you got this. Oh, that was such a good parry though.
It was. See, this is the part where I would feel nervous about keeping Mythra out because, you know, you would stay Pyra pretty heavily in the early game, so you're showing that, you know, you're relying on the kill power, but sitting at 100% with Mythra is just asking for trouble.
And I also see right now Shadow is really trying to get these down air, up smash confirms, but it's not. Kirby is such a low like body; it's not really working at the percents I think Shadow is used to.
150%. That does. I mean, we are pushing the rage on Pyra, which is a lot of. Blazing End went the wrong way. Oh.
Oh, side B.
Uh-oh, Blazing End caught him again. 70%.
Oh!
This might be kill percent. Prominence Revolt. Didn't catch him in the massive hitbox though. He did not sweet spot it. Blazing End.
Oh my god.
93%.
He's gonna be fishing for those down airs. No!
Oh no, the dash attack! Oh!
No!
It was so close!
Oh my god. Mesi, why would you do this to me?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I truly did believe. I did.
Oh my. Oh. Well, hey. 1-0. We're at the top of the round. 12-12 between the two colleges. Starting at the top. I will say, good on Shadow for patience in all those matches and reducing a deficit that was massive. Like,
you know, if you think about it, he was at less than 100% deficit for the whole team. You know, like for coming in and having to fight 3 players, 100% deficit, that's pretty small.
My god. The work to be put in though. The amount of work. And I will say it must feel good, but for the result to be still down a point, It must be really frustrating.
Yeah.
Now, at the top of the order for the ECAC stage list, we only have access to 5 stages. At the first match of each round, we just pick from our starters. So we pick from Battlefield, Town and City, Pokemon Stadium 2, Smashville, and Small Battlefield. Now, in the previous match, the order went Box, Applesauce, Eevee, and Shadow. Now, should the order be switched up? Or do you think that post, by the end result, it was relatively even? Should there be like a shift in strategy?
See, I'm a huge fan of always, shifting things up to try it if it doesn't work immediately, but that's just my personal take on it. I think I would probably still keep Shadow as the anchor, though, after his performance, unless they want to send him out playing hot.
It's definitely interesting. Now, I will note, none of these characters are, like, quote-unquote heavies in any way. These are all generally, like, either all-rounders or they're glass cannon-esque characters, to an extent. Like, Mii Swordfighter is pretty much an all-rounder, with a, like, projectile focus. Dark Pit is a literal all-rounder. Sonic is more of a glass cannon. And Pyra Mythra is literally a mix of a glass cannon and a tank kind of character. So it's I typically, like, when I think about these crew battles myself, I am usually more of a proponent of sending in light characters first, fast acting characters, and then your heaviest characters last as anchors. That's how I kind of view things. Though we don't really have that luxury. It's pretty much you send out your heavy hitters and call it a day in a lot of ways. Now, I don't know. I think maybe you could send in Applesauce first. Send in like a general all-rounder like Dark Pit to like get a feel for what's happening this round. Because another thing, the other team could switch it up pretty hard when it comes to their character selects. We've seen it in the past with like people with really randomized character lists and whatnot. But I don't know. Looking at their player listing, with their last being Kirby, I don't know. It's like, do we think that they're going to send out Bowser again first, or are they going to switch out something else? I don't know.
I feel like they'd probably keep the Bowser first with how well he did going for it. Yep, exactly like that.
And we're going to get the exact same matchup. Box versus Bowser. Now, before, we saw a good start from Box when it came to the damage output, but then shields became a huge factor. So Box really needs to pepper in a lot of shield into this gameplay. And there's one right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And running up and getting the grabs, that's going to be really important. Because he's taking a lot of those where he gets the up B is out of shield because he's not going for the grabs.
Oh, that down air. Oh, gonna get punished with the up B out of shield. I like the little bit of mix-ups when I'm on the approach, but that shield is gonna do so much.
Oh my, what a parry. What a grab.
Good grab. I like that grab so much. These up Bs are doing so much work, though. Like this, literally Bowser is turtling right now, and it's doing wonders.
Uh-oh, runs into the up B.
Yeah, you have to like wait out that up B a little longer. I'm wondering if, has that happened a few times? Is that where a lot of this damage is coming from?
Yes. And he's getting just enough hits in between where it's not turning completely stale, so...
Oh, trying to get the read with that up smash for...
Ooh, that was very good. Alright, we're evening up the percents now, but, you know, remember what we said. Evening up with Bowser isn't really the way that you want to go. Good job avoiding that down air.
Oh, the high approach is still going to get snuffed out by the up B. At that point, I feel like you need to do like a shield cross-up. Oh,
Yeah.
Up tilt, though, is going to get the kill off the top. 98%.
That homing attack on Bowser's shield is not doing him any favors. It's so very punishable by Bowser specifically.
Yeah. You need to, like, really preempt that up B, because it's definitely coming out, like, really often. So you need to, like, wait it out, back it up, and then punish what comes after. Ooh, that was a grab, but the grab wasn't able to get through the up B this time.
So, I could be wrong. It's a little hard to tell sometimes because of the way that Sonic works, but it seems like that we're seeing a lot of side B spins out of Sonic, and not a whole lot of like down B spins out of him.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not the most familiar with Sonic. I know it is definitely that, but I'm not the most familiar behind the specific mechanics of which spin dash does what. I will admit, but I know one. It probably does need to be mixed up a little bit more.
Well, because I know that when you're doing the down B, you can kind of charge it and time it. Excellent forward smash, waiting until the shield dropped, getting him right there at 180%. Up B out of shield again.
Oh, landing is going to get punished by that F tilt. Going to kill off the side. Jab is going to get... It's a lot of jab into grab, and it's getting punished pretty decently. I think, again, better action is just jab and back off. Like, there's no harm in, like, dashing back. Ooh, good call for the jump.
Okay. We're seeing a little bit of life coming back.
Good grab. That's
grab. And yeah, this is what you need to do. You need to stick and run, you know? Rack up that percent, don't get hit.
Ooh, that could have been such a good punish against the up B, but didn't. Box got a little too afraid and didn't want to commit to it too hard. But you have to be a bit more confident in that.
Oh, he's tried to go for that double F smash.
What happened with that? I was so confused about why that didn't connect for the punish.
Uh-oh. Box, I think all he has to do right now is to just stay calm and don't let Bowser take this last stock unpunished.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, don't run away. Oh.
Uh-oh, he's doing it again. He's just trying to go for that kill.
Yeah. You need to, like, wait it out a bit more. Expecting the roll. Not able to get the roll. Dash attack going to pop up. And up B is going to pop up again.
Oh. Full range on Bowser.
Up tilt. Right here. Ooh, the back hit a jab.
Oh, and the up smash is going to take it.
Nice.
That was an excellent landing catch.
Now, at this point, even if Box loses this stock, and it's still, this is a step in the right direction compared to the last match.
Absolutely. And, you know, he is still getting a good percent on, so we can't count him out completely, but it will just take one good stray hit from Bowser.
I'm pretty sure.
And see the platform right there to protect him. He just needs to do a lot more of that. And avoid those up Bs out of shield. The double down air. Oh no! Oh, that shell shield is going to get you every time, though.
Yeah, moving a little too fast. And you know, I don't know if that was like an attempt to outrun the potential of that happening, or if it was a bit of a miss space and wanting to actually be underneath the platform. I don't know, but you know, Stalin falls. how it be? But that's gonna put Post down to 9, and Gateway Tech down to 10.
So, knowing that you have Bowser on one stock, and you know, that the other team is potentially going to be throwing out Pyra Mythra next, who do you think you'd send out?
Against Bowser right now. Well, I'm thinking, what is Bowser going to ban? I would imagine Bowser wants to ban Final Destination, Kalos Pokemon League. I feel like Bowser can give and take, because there's a potential for really early kills, but also a flat stage like that can be a little tricky for Bowser. Town and City, I feel like Bowser can give and take on that. I feel like those would be the ones that Bowser would primarily ban, leaving, you know, tri-plat, dual plats in platforms in the middle of the stage. I don't know. I would honestly, at this point, I actually, like, if I was not taking in, like, Anchor thought at this point, to me, I would probably send in Shadow. I think that character has a really good matchup on Bowser. Like, mobility from Mythra and alone is so strong. But if we're thinking about, you know, keeping, like, an Anchor, like, then I think applesauce would be the play in this situation. Actually, no, it might be Eevee. It might, because of Mii Swordfighter. And oh, it's a tough one. Oh my god, it's so tough. I keep changing my mind. You know what? No, I'd probably do applesauce. I feel as though Dark Pit will be a better all-rounder for a character like that, and also Dark Pit has better combo potential against a character like Bowser with nairs and things of that sort. I think it would be a better pick, and especially with one stock left, then you can kind of bring a character like that into the next pick. Which, if we're looking at the next picks, potentially Plant, potentially Aegis, potentially Kirby. Two of those I think would be bad news for Dark Pit, I will say. Though Dark Pit probably has a decent matchup against Aegis, to be honest. I do think Kirby might actually be a bit of a problem for Dark Pit, because a lot of the Pit stuff is Nair, and Nair can definitely get low profiled by Kirby. Like I could see that easily happening. I actually think people need to put a little bit more stock into a character like Kirby. I give stocks to Kirby a bit more than other characters in, like, the same sort of realm. I think low profiling can be really broken, but I also understand Kirby's potential movement is not great.
2, 1, go!
But we are getting Dark Pit. We're getting applesauce in this pick right now. Three to 1.
Game on!
I do think this is definitely applesauce's game to take right now. And Nair's doing a ton of work.
Doing an excellent job of keeping Bowser on that platform. He's doing a lot of that, like, instant jumping, you see. Like, I think if Pit could really utilize that to his favor, he could keep Bowser off the ledge for quite a lot of the fight.
Indeed. And also, it's like, when you have a character like Dark Pit with so many jumps, you can afford to, like, waste your jumps a little bit. Like, you can afford to do that early jump off stage, whereas Bowser, you can't. Dash, jump, yep. See, that, like you said, there's so many early jumps that could be punished on the landing. And I would like to see Post punish those more and more often. Because jump right here, yep, jump. Now, you don't have to wait for Bowser, you can actually just swing at him, and he'll get knocked back off.
Yeah.
Jump.
He's getting a lot of free reign to run around, which is, I would say, making it worse on Pit than it needs to be. But I can understand the fear, you know, you came out of this fight losing 3 stocks to none last time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe a A stray electroshock might do a lot of good here too.
There it is. Ooh!
And there, yup. See?
Evening it up, baby. Evening it up. The gateway's heck down to 9. Post staying at 9. See, this is already a ton of good work coming out of Post right now. Must feel good, really good too for applesauce. They, you know, having the, was it a 3-stock last time? I don't remember.
It was. It
Yeah.
was. Because I think the only person who took a stock from Bowser was Eevee, right?
Yeah, Eevee was the one to take the game last time. Maybe applesauce took 1 stock.
I don't know. We were sitting in stasis for so long. I forgot.
I know. It is 9:37 right now. It's kind of crazy. I know these are 12v12s, but oh my.
They still don't usually run this long.
No, they don't. Like this is kind of crazy right now, and this might go even longer. If Post is, you know, able to keep the lead.
Mm-hmm.
But like my dear God. Look, just send me in. I'll clean all the stocks right now. We can go home even quicker. I don't know. Actually, that didn't make any sense because that's fine.
Or, you know, Little Mac is famous for fast matches. He either wins fast or loses fast. So,
True.
you know,
How do you think Mac does against Bowser?
awful.
Oh, really? I was expecting you.
Really?
I was actually expecting you to say it's pretty okay. Like if you were to tell me losing, I would believe you. But is it it's awful?
I would say it's probably one of the more awkwardly difficult matches for Little Mac, primarily because of Bowser's ability to down tilt and just like take out Little Mac anytime he's off stage. Like that
true.
double swipe of down tilt will 2-frame Little Mac every time. Plus you've got Flame Breath, which progressively pushes Mac backward while he's just trying to up B back to stage.
Yeah, you're right. You're actually right in that situation. For some reason, it's Mac. I should think of this, but I didn't even think about the offstage consequences of that. In my head, I'm like, oh, Bowser like swing up close, so do Mac better, you know. And it's like one of those things where it's like I feel like if Mac can get in on a character like that, he's going to win every time. But I didn't even consider the offstage implications of what Bowser can do against Mac.
Yeah, and the Bowser forward air covers so much ground.
In my head, I feel like that wouldn't be such a big deal because Mac is usually like dashing in to punish something like that with a shield.
Oh, I mean off stage.
Oh, true. Armand, it's like Armand. You got to stop thinking like this. You got to think. You got to think about everything else. It's like, oh my God. True. Bowser run off fair does sound really gross to have to deal with.
Yes. There's only so many mix-up Little Mac has to get back on stage, and, you know, once you've tried them all and Bowser's slapping you down anyway, it gets rough.
You can only do the down air jump boost every so often.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember when that first was like a thing, like a couple years ago, right? When people started doing that, and then everyone was like,
Yes.
"Whoa, Mac is better!" And it's like, oh, I guess he can do that. He can go more horizontally now. But I guess I didn't really, because I remember people were like so amazed that Mac could do that, and that didn't really amount to a whole ton.
No, really, the only thing that really like upped his game was a lot of his like up tilts into like up specials on the, you know, to kill off the top really early.
Yeah. Which is weird to think that Mac has aerial game at that. Well, I guess it's not really an aerial game. It's just an anti-air game.
Yeah.
But it's kind of actually that's kind of no, that makes sense for a character like him. But up B is so strong. It's such a weirdly good move.
Yeah. It's because it comes out so quick and it scoops.
Yeah. Is there like really, even though it scoops, is it like a really shallow hitbox or is it really big?
I think it's bigger than it looks, for sure.
I get that vibe because it's like you look at it and it's like this thing looks so dinky. Like it's strong, but it looks so dinky and like. But I can imagine that it's bigger than you think it is. And we are getting a villager. I think this is a decent matchup for Dark Pit. Can't side B reflect the gyro right back at him?
And down B.
Ooh. Yeah,
Down B and side B can also reflect the bowling ball back at him.
Oh, true. Very true. The only thing is,
I have noticed that applesauce doesn't use a lot of the reflector though, which is a little surprising to me, to be honest with you.
yeah, the down B gives so many like landing options. I will say, just especially because you can like B reverse it. And it covers like I think at least one hit. The only thing I can
Regrab. Oh.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we didn't get the punish on that. The one thing I will say, though, is I know in the past Post has had a lot of inexperience against a character like Villager. And the Villager is a very kind of specific in how they play. So it's like if you don't have the experience, it can be very awkward to fight against.
Yes.
But I will say Applesauce is doing a pretty good job. And understanding you can actually run through Lloyd Rocket on the very early frames.
Oh, see, I would have run up and down special right there.
And we're getting the tea bags. That's always nice. Dash attack to pop them up.
Applesauce is doing very good at keeping the percents pretty close, though. Uh-oh.
Yeah. There we
the
go.
Reflector. Yes. See?
Good, good. Lloyd Rocket seems a little annoying to deal with, but people always need to really remember that Lloyd Rocket, when it first comes out, has no hitbox whatsoever, and it can be damaged. So you can literally run right through it. And Applesauce has been doing like really well, and I don't know if they know that that's the case, but really taking advantage of that. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were getting hit by it.
Oh. He's really enjoying these electroshocks. They are doing quite well right now, though.
Knows to let the tree. Just don't even bother with the tree. Just don't let it even bother.
See, again, I would run up and down special right now, and the tree's gone.
Yeah, true. You could reflect it, I guess, when it comes out. But me, I'm the kind of person where it's like if I don't know when that tree is coming out, I'm not dealing with it whatsoever.
Yeah, but so the way that the villager has played so far is whenever he's had the tree up, he's always run over, hit twice, and then kind of stalled near the tree, so that way he could be ready to knock it down right away. And since down special on Pit and Dark Pit isn't quite so much like a normal counter, he can actually hold it. It kind of gives him a lot more leeway in that regard.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I was expecting the down B. Ooh, up throw.
Good catch on that forward air, too.
Oh, air dodge. I thought he was going to fall to the bottom and have to rely on the up B. Anti-airs. Oh, side B got snuffed out.
And then into the rapid jab. That is a painful rapid jab. I think that, it's very underrated.
No, Villager has a very good jab because he can. I'm pretty sure he can lock into it in a similar way to like Isabel, just a little differently. At the very least, he has really good jab lock setups. Oh, I thought the side B was coming up. I'm actually really happy that Applesauce didn't have tilt there instead. Just kind of poking, you know.
Ooh, swinging with the axe now.
Oh, 88%. Oh, can Applesauce get another stock out?
We just need one more stock. So what are we gonna see?
What?
And the grab into the up throw, that was crazy.
Yeah, but to be honest, I was like, what happened? Because the Lloyd Rocket, like, blurred. I thought it was weird. I thought Villager did something besides Lloyd Rocket.
Uh-oh. Landed right onto that.
Oh, that up B came out a little too soon, and then you missed the ledge, and then that's, like, such an easy punish. Oh, it's unfortunate. But I will say applesauce did really well, and like a general like patience play. I really like to see it.
It's always great when you can see the players like improving in real time.
Indeed.
Adapting, improving, picking up, new habits.
Yeah. And that's like what the game's about, right? Trying to adapt to a situation. Learning on the fly and adapting to each of your opponents as much as you can. But now we do have a 2-stock differential. Again, this differential is way better than the last match, than the last round we had leading in. Now, are you in agreement with me on this? Send an Eevee at this point?
Yes.
I was going to say. Now, it's a weird question. Does Mii Swordfighter do well against Villager? Probably, I would say. I feel like Gale is a much more consistent projectile than Lloyd Rocket. The only problem I can see is can Villager's Fair and Bear keep Mii Swordfighter out enough. And that actually might be the key factor there. That Fair and Bear might be a little too much for Mii Swordfighter to really handle. I remember when I first started playing Smash. Well, sorry, not when I first started. When I first started playing Banjo in Smash, Villager and Isabelle are kind of considered one of Banjo's worst matchups because Fair and Bear do a really good job at snuffing out Banjo's jumps, and they can also pocket his grenade, so he can't use grenade ever. Yeah. So when you're Banjo, you have to figure out ways to really make that matchup work. And the answer is you neutral B the entire time and don't give them any jumps that they can hit you from with Fair and Bear. It's like you literally play the lamest game ever. And it's just funny because it's like I don't really lose that matchup. I mean, granted, maybe I do now. I'm not as good as I was then. But you play that as so lame. You play it so lame that Fair and Bear is like the most inconsequential thing ever. And, you just work off of that. But depending on the character that plays against, Villager, sometimes that Fair and Bear is so one-sided. And it's like, what answer does Mii Swordfighter have for that? Because Mii Swordfighter doesn't have, like, amazing mobility. They do have the Hurricane. They do have the Gale. But is it enough to snuff that out? Considering the start. I would
say that if she had the sword reflector, I would say that Mii Swordfighter would be doing okay.
Another thing is maybe you switch out Gale for Shuriken. It's because it's still a projectile, but it's a much quicker projectile that goes even farther. But your combo potential is a little snuffed out from there. Like you can still do follow-up combos with Shuriken for like kill confirms and whatnot, but they're significantly harder than Gale.
Yeah.
I don't. At the same time, I don't think Eevee is going to really consider switching the moveset up terribly hard. I think if of anything, I think your solution would be more apt in this situation. I do think it would be a better idea to follow suit with your suggestion with the Reflector. Another thought is, I guess, what stage? I would probably say don't take Villager to flat stage. I think Villager would probably be a bit better on FD.
Yeah.
Again, I think dual plat or triplat. Dual plat, triplat, probably a better idea.
I feel like I would avoid Kalos.
Yes, agreed. Hard agree. And we are getting a dual plat. We're getting small battlefield. And only need to take 2 stocks off this. I want to see Gale the entire time. Just Gale.
Ooh, that air dodge off to the side that knocks herself off stage every time makes me a little nervous.
I know. Every time. Ooh, I forgot about Pocket. Oh my god. That is another fact. I completely forgot about Pocket. I knew a Pocket existed. I'm a banjo player. I just complained about that. I feel so silly now. Fair. Oh, Nair for the anti-air right there. Pushing Eevee back.
I would be trying to utilize my Gale way more. Wow, what in the world was that interaction?
I don't know. But yeah, I still think Gale is. Oh, was that the back hit of Tree? I don't even know.
It was.
It was such a weird angle to like see that like pop up. Back air. Down air.
That impact hitbox is so helpful from that down air.
Uh, 97% right now on Villager.
Yeah.
Eevee is doing a decent job with the pokes right now.
Yes, she just needs to keep it up the way that she's doing it. Don't get hit too many times.
Not able to reflect it back. This is gonna pop. Oh! Axe is gonna do pretty. Oh, going for the down air. Oh, my, that was actually really close.
If that had landed, that has a really strong drag down hitbox. And that tree.
I'm actually surprised that the water was able to still hit the tree while falling out of the down air. Oh!
Good kill.
Following up from that trip was actually really nice.
Yeah.
1 stock left on Villager. Can Eevee snag it?
Uh-oh. That up tilt. And the counter.
I will say, I feel like Eevee is feeling a lot more comfortable with a character like Mii Swordfighter.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's actually kind of funny because I remember when she was playing Inkling, one of the things that she was like most afraid of was going and playing around off stage, but that doesn't seem to be the problem here.
No.
I think that may have been a misinput.
Yeah, I think that honestly, I think you can still jump after side B. I don't think it's one of those moves that burns your jump. Oh, do you go into free fall after side B? I don't
Sometimes.
think you do. You do? I have to look into that move. I felt like you could still do up B after that side B, but I could be
It's
wrong.
very strange. I don't know which instance in which it puts you in free fall, but I know that there is one where like you can't do anything out of it.
That is silly. Let characters have their recoveries. There's too many broken recoveries in this game to not let them have it.
As a little Mac who loses side B, trust me. What a crazy interaction. I thought she was about to counter and like counter hit off the damage of the tree, which would have been nuts. Oh, a peach.
Yeah, get that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the up air didn't come out quick enough. No! That up, and there's our answer. There is free fall. And why is there teabagging?
Disrespectful.
Ungentlemanly. Unsportsmanlike. But hey, sometimes...
You know, put the bias away. Or put the lack of bias away. I hope Shadow comes out and puts this villager down. You know? That teabagging's not cool, man. Not cool.
Not cool. But Gateway Tech, EV took a stock, so down to 7, right? Down to 7. Now, again, kind of a tough situation for Post. Deficit is smaller than it was last time. I'm pretty sure the deficit was 8-3 last time.
Mm-hmm.
So smaller.
So do we know which player on GTC's team that was? Like who switched to the villager?
No idea.
Because depending on who it was, that may work in the favor or may not have made too much of a difference, because like the only people who took stocks from Shadow last time was the final 2.
Yeah, if I was to guess based off how they played, I'm gonna guess it was the plant player. I'm guessing. That is just strictly based off of how they played and how I can kind of, filter certain characters, because some players just play the same depending on between their different characters. They approach in similar ways, and both are zoners. So it might be. I'm pretty sure it was the plant player. Which
I'm guilty of that. I make the same mistakes quite a lot, no matter who I'm playing.
It just really depends. Like but that's to be expected. You have your certain biases with certain, how you want to play a character, and you in this game you are kind of encouraged to learn like certain fundamentals and then apply them to other characters. So it makes total sense. But it might not be. It might be a completely different player. It just that's the inkling I got.
Haha, I see the pun you made there.
Aha! You caught me! Let's see. Okay. ECAC stage list. Now, if we're going to be getting Pyra Mythra against Villager, I feel like Pyra Mythra doesn't really have any bad stages, but what does Villager want to have against Pyra Mythra?
I think Villager would probably want small battlefield, Kalos, something with platforms near the ledge, so that way he can utilize the tree to put up like little walls. So I would probably take him to flat or like Smashville, Hollow Bastion.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Smaller stage gives the opportunity to get in on these zoners with a bit more efficiency. I would probably opt for something like Hollow Bastion or Smashville. But another thing is you could set up tree underneath a platform on one end and make a kind of like little mini house if you really wanted to. Which I don't know how effective of a strategy that would be, but you have to consider that, because I know, like Pac-Man, for example, can take Battlefield and just place Hydrant and then just hide forever. So sometimes you got to be careful of that, but I don't think that's really an apt comparison to like Villager. I think you could really use Smashville or Hollow Bastion as a point of abuse. But we're gonna get Pokemon Stadium 2 instead.
This isn't so bad either, because the platforms aren't as wide. So I think that the walling off with the tree may not be as effective.
True.
Villager has 1 stock left, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Come on, Mythra!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, that's a situation where I would have gone and popped those balloons.
Yeah.
An air dodge, double jump off stage, first thing.
For me, it's do a down air. There's no harm in doing a down air in like trying to cover the 2 frame. I know like balloons will cover some of it and pop, but I think, you know, there's no harm in going for the chance of getting a 2 frame for like a small meteor or something, and then just doing it again. Yeah, you can't pocket that. That's not technically a projectile, right? You can?
You can pocket it. You can pocket it if you catch it in the early stage.
Okay. Because I was gonna say like, usually when it has like that flame effect, it's not really considered a projectile. I'm trying to think. There's another example. There's an attack that's like an example of that. Well, yeah, but it's like you can't really pocket like flame breath or something like that, I guess. Maybe you can. I've just never seen them try. I will say, Blazing Edge is doing like a ton of good work right now.
It absolutely is. I think the floatiness of Villager may not be in his favor in this matchup against Pyra specifically. Prominence Revolt.
Against Pyra, I mean, big swings. Big
he
attacks.
has big, like, lingering swings. Is really, you know, his air mobility isn't fast. Like, he floats, but he's not fast.
He's got that Lucas mobility in the air.
Yes. And, almost sweet spotted that Prominence Revolt.
Ooh, neutral B getting snuffed out. That would have been such a good kill. Why does that move all of a sudden gain like so much range by the end? It's so funny.
Oh, Flame Nova gonna take it.
Yeah, that was deceptive. It's looked like such a weak hit.
I think that might have just been bad DI.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Oh, maybe I can still catch the instant replay. Hold on. Nope, I can't. I thought if I could switch to Twitch quick enough, I could see it. But it was probably a bad DI. But hey, that is going to put Post down to a 3-stock deficit. Very similar result as we saw last time. We had this exact same sort of setup last time where Box was down 3-6, and then Box was able to return the deficit down all the way down to 1 going into the final match. What did I say?
Box.
Oh, yeah, Shadow. My bad. But yeah, going into the final match was a 2-3 match, so a final deficit of 1. We'll see if history doesn't quite repeat and Box can get the full, we want to see the full 3-stock right now and then, get the win. That extra stock could do so much work,
Yes. I think if Shadow comes out playing as confident as he did in the first round, then I think he has a pretty good chance of bringing this back.
Oh, here's a question though. Are we both in agreement that Villager was probably the plant player?
I think you might be right. Yeah, I think you might be onto something there.
So do they send an Aegis next, or do they do a character switch?
I would definitely do a character switch.
I mean, they could also send in Kirby, but I think the Kirby worked out too well last time. I don't know why you would make that switch.
I would probably send it Kirby first, actually, because if I remember right, when Shadow had to fight the Aegis, I think he only took like 30% through the entire match.
You are correct. I remember that. And so it's either a character switch, or yeah, I would say either sending Kirby or do a character switch. I guess we're gonna find out. But with those two assuming that they play those two characters, you definitely want to avoid flat stages. And we're getting the Ditto. Of course, they're both playing the same colors. That's great.
This throws me off so much.
Yeah, I hate that. But I would still avoid flat stages no matter what, because you're gonna play the Ditto, or you risk fighting Kirby. Just don't do as many platforms as possible. Like, give yourself as much opportunity to move around areas as you can.
The color palette, it's criminal.
I know, it's like you gotta like really pay attention to where you are. Right now, and we're already seeing a very similar result to last time, where 44%. Oh, if we finally have some damage on the board against Shadow.
Oh no!
Ooh, I was speaking too soon. Jump! Oh, jump! There's still a jump on the board. But still, I think these post players need to start contesting in the air more. A jump was burned.
Yeah.
You gotta go for those swings. Oh! Oh, they had enough.
I would have gone for that down air for sure. Prominence Revolt taking that first stock. Yeah, I feel that the post players are playing a little bit too scared to try and fight off the stage.
Correct. I agree. It needs to happen a little more.
Yeah, they're trying to box rather than trying to, fight aerial.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta go for a good gimp off stage, and it doesn't feel good. Well, it feels great when you're the one doing it, but you gotta go for the disrespect sometimes. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. But
that was a very bold play.
Yeah, coming out on top though. Oh!
Prominence Revolt.
So nice.
I expected them to come back with it, and the F smash is going to take another stock.
Beautiful. Now, I will say this match is going a little bit differently than before. We 105% on Shadow right now. Can
turn around.
Keep it up.
That B reverse is really good.
Wow, 72%. This is definitely kill percent for Pyra right now.
Flame Nova.
And there it is.
And the forward smash. That sweet spotted forward smash.
The deficit
is gone again.
Power the Aegis.
Gateway down to 3 stocks. Post still at 3. I think that this 1 stock is really good news for Post.
Yes.
Like, sure. Like, it's only 1 stock. But I think that 1 stock makes a massive difference. Like, really. I think...
Well, I mean, considering how close the final match was, and he was still down a stock, I would definitely say that it does open, to potential for something a little crazier, a little more in his favor.
Fingers crossed. It's on the line right now. This is Post's last chance to turn it around. Can Shadow pull it off? I assume we're going to be getting Kirby. Again, in my opinion, and feel free to disagree with me. We can talk about this. I think, you cannot afford to leave Kalos open. You cannot afford to leave Final Destination open. Town and City, I'd probably get rid of Town and City too.
Yeah.
Town and City, you could make an argument that it's only half the time, and then Hollow Bastion, but it's like you might as well just commit to Hollow Bastion or Smashville. You might as
I don't.
So go on.
I don't think I would be as afraid of Final Destination because the Kirby had a lot of. He leaned really heavily into using dash attacks. And it would be a lot easier to punish without a platform in the way as Pyra, I feel.
Yeah, I feel you, but you need to be ready for that. If you're punishing it and you're baiting that, then you need to be ready for it and understand that interaction. But if the other aspect of it is just avoid it altogether, and create a brand new interaction that might be in your favor. But I do agree. you know, if you know that dash attack isn't be coming out, then my God, just FD all day and then punish that every single time. But you know, does Shadow want to deal with that interaction? I guess we'll see. That would be that if they do go to Final Destination, that's how you play that. That's how you play that. Or maybe Gateway sends in a completely different character, which would be really gross. I'd be like, oh man. Down to the wire. I'm really excited to see how this goes down. Another part of this too is it is 10-12 right now. This is a very long match right now. Does Post and as well as the other team have the endurance to go through another round?
Very true.
Oh God. Okay, what are the implications of this?
So, I guess it really depends on how much Shadow knows this matchup. I feel that Pyra Mythra is probably... I would think that they'd be very good against Terry, right? I mean, using Blazing End to snuff out his recoveries.
Yeah, well, that up B, if you know how to time that up B perfectly, then you can avoid that Blazing End altogether. It's not going to get hit. But the big thing is, well, one, if you don't have that knowledge, then it's going to pop you up so often. But also, Pyra's down air at ledge. Oh my God, that's going to destroy Terry so hard.
But we haven't seen a lot of that from Shadow.
True, very true. And Terry doesn't have like very massive hitboxes. Like, sure, he has like invincible swings with like legs and whatnot. But they're not like massives, and of course, and Mythra's ranges, and Mythra and Pyra's ranges are like stupidly large. So there's definitely
it's
a big
also possible that they made this pick specifically because of how many cross-ups that Pyra Mythra has, and Terry doesn't have to worry so much about that.
True. That's another thing. You cheat. You cheat if that's what the turnarounds are like cheating. I'm just joking though. Oh, that's a punish right there.
Oh, yeah.
93% on box right now. Has it been Pyra the entire time?
Almost. They started as Mythra, but then they switched to Pyra about 40%. Ironman's Revolt. That's going to do it. Oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
That shield is so tight. That was a DI problem, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the F smash.
Good. There we go. That was unfortunate. That DI problem, I was like, there's no way that's killing. And then all of a sudden he was dead. And I was like, oh my God. That's super unfortunate. Oh no, the percents are coming up.
Yep. Looks like Terry's starting to get the feel for it.
Oh no, number going up, no!
Ooh, that F smash almost took it. Foresight.
Oh no, that's not good. Don't jump! No, he jumped!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, I saw that. Oh my God! Oh,
Terry
that's
coming in with those Chuck Taylors.
Oh, the Chuck Taylors, man. That's a beefy leg on them Chuck Taylors. Oh my God! 45%, 59. The percents are lapped.
There's
no jump. There's no jump.
No!
Oh
That was a rough one.
Wow.
Okay.
Doesn't feel good, man. Doesn't.
That was a lot of hard reads.
Yeah, it was. And the jump got burned on that last stock so quickly. The second that happened, I was like, oh, no. And
You know, and I think it might have been irrecoverable, but I don't think he knew he had no jump.
yeah, it needed to be a side B, like, or you preemptively do that up B and hopefully you drift far enough. It's just super unfortunate. Like, and also that second stock when he jumped right at ledge, I was like, if he jumps here, he's gonna land right on the stage, and I saw that happening a mile away because Terry was like positioned perfectly for any sort of response to that, and I was like, no, it's got to be a low recovery. And the second the jump got burned, I was like, oh no. Oh, it's like, because when you jump like that, you commit to a certain trajectory, and it's really hard to like back out of it. It's very hard. Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
You know, I will say though that it was a very valiant effort from Post. They did give it their all, and it was they played very well today.
Yeah, I saw a lot of patience coming out of players,
yes.
and that is like the biggest thing in Smash is patience. But what you do with that patience, you have to get used to and whatnot. But you live longer. Just by the nature of it, you start living longer, and you can start making more opportunities with that patience. And I think that goes for miles. But yeah, geez. This has been Post University versus versus Gateway Tech. Unfortunately, it goes to Gateway Tech tonight, 0-2. But I will say this has been some really cool stuff for Post. Even in this so this is my first time commentating this season so far, and I'm already seeing some cool stuff. And I'm really excited to see where it goes for these players because I definitely see some massive improvements. Have any closing thoughts for us tonight, Mesi?
I've seen a lot of strong improvements on the Post players. I think that, with how good of a keen eye they have looking over them in Denny, I think that he is very easily going to be able to look out to find ways to help them strengthen their core skills. And I genuinely think that we're going to see a very strong Post